What we are looking at here are two of the nearly same kind of stuff. There are a bit of differences, but there aren't many here, to be precise. Both are from China. Shanling UA5 is the more expensive one and looks better too, slightly heavier too. At 29 grams, it is kind of on the heavier side. And the next one is the Jade Audio or FIO KA3. There is a they say this is a collaboration, but Jade Audio is just a derivative of FIO. They share mostly the entry level stuff. Jade Audio doesn't make anything really expensive out there. Both are very similar in the sense you can see 32-bit 768 DSD512. This one too is 32-bit 768 DSD512. From this, you guys can guess the gap. These have the same encoding power. Why? Because they use the exactly same chip. Both these dongles use the exactly same chip here. Both use 9038Q2M. This one K3 uses one, while the Shanling uses two of them, and they sound very similar too. Why? Why they sound very similar? Because they use the exactly same amp. uh, RT6863 or it is TR6863. They use the exactly same kind of amplifier inside them, and that's why they sound very similar to each other. This is kind of a hot topic because yes, both are analytical, both are very similar. Both have 3.5 mm and 4.4. This one too, both are very similar when it comes to output and very similar with the power too. This one does 212 mw in balanced, this one does 230 in balanced, and while this one is slightly weaker in the single ended, this one is I think around 130, and this one is a bit more powerful at 137 mw. Not a big difference in power either. So what sets these two apart? As you guys can see, the UA5 has a display. I have done the walkthrough video for this. If you guys are interested in that, have a look at that too. This one has a display, has a built-in battery. This one looks better, cooler. The dial, there is a volume dial. There is no control here. So that basically is the bigger difference. And this one has dual DACs. This one has only one. So that is being a factor here too. I think there is a factor of price. So here you are getting two duals, here you are getting one dual. So that can be a thing too. One can say K3 is not exactly purely balanced, but it really doesn't matter. Nevertheless, that's a different kind of discussion, not in this. So both are very similar, to the tonality, to stuff and everything. The presentation is very similar too. So where do they really differ? When it comes to sound quality, as I told you guys, they share a lot. The difference is UA5 is a bit more mature sounding. There isn't any rawish feeling to it, while the K3 is slightly marginally splashy and a bit raw. There is some unfinished feeling to it, and that's the fair bit of difference in here. There isn't a lot of differences here. Stage size is slightly bigger on the UA5 because of the dual DAC chips, and yes, the stage size is not able to justify the price difference. Other things are here to justify the price of the UA5. This is $230. This is 80, 89, $90. So Yes, you guys can see, even though they are very similar, the price gap is there because for some reasons the display, the battery, the hybrid system, this one can drain your mobile phone if not used wisely. But if you use it wisely, this one really can drag the battery life up to 15 hours. If you have a 5000 mAh battery phone, it can definitely drag more than 15 hours with the balanced. It will drain your phone definitely, but yes, 15 hours is a good amount of time. Hybrid means it charges from the phone, and when full charged, it won't drain. It will use the internal battery, and when the battery goes to 20%, it then starts to charge again. So that's a good thing. K3 too is kind of reasonable, but it still drains the battery. 9038 is a power hungry DAC chip, and it likes to drain. So that's there, that's not going anywhere. So both these things are analytical, very clean, detailed sounding DAC amps, and they do not differ much from each other. If you have the K3, you do not need to bother about UA5 because they are really similar when it comes to the sound quality, the not exactly quality, the signature and stuff, the timbre and kind of stuff are very similar. So that's the thing, that's what I wanted to share. It's not what you are getting, but if you have one, you do not need to get the other one here. So if you have the K3, you don't need the UA5. But if you want something that looks classy, that has a hybrid kind of battery that can extend the battery life, the playback time, not the battery life, then you can go for the UA5. This is a very good sounding dongle, cleaner, more mature, more detailed, very good clarity, very good treble extension, doesn't have any flavoration. There's a bit of I'll have to say flatness to it, which is very enjoyable when you are pairing it with something a bit more fun. Even with BA based IEMs, I last night I paired it with Campfire Audio Ara, and I was really happy the way it performed. Both the things performed. So this is it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Enjoy.